Football fans, what we just witnessed at Wembley wasn't just another international friendly. It was history. After goals from Morgan Rogers and Ollie Watkins set the tone early, a 24-year-old superstar stepped up and delivered one of the finest strikes ever seen at the home of football. Bukayo Saka, calm, confident, clinical, curled an unstoppable shot into the top corner, and in that split second, he didn't just score for England. He rewrote Arsenal history. With that goal, Saka became Arsenal's highest ever goalscorer for the England national team, surpassing the legendary Cliff Bastin's record of 12 goals, a record that had stood untouched since 1938. 87 years later, it finally fell. And who better to claim it than the kid who grew up dreaming of moments exactly like this? Bukayo Saka, the boy from Hale End, is now the man making history in front of the world. Let's talk about that goal. The move started with England already oozing confidence. The ball zipped across midfield, space opened on the right, and Saka drifted inward, as he loves to do. One quick touch, a shift onto his magical left foot, and bang! The ball arced through the air like poetry, kissed the top corner, and left Wales keeper Carl Darlow frozen in disbelief. You could feel the eruption inside Wembley, that perfect mix of shock, joy, and awe. It was his 13th for England, and it might just be one of his most beautiful yet. For context, Cliff Bastin's name has been synonymous with Arsenal greatness for nearly a century. The man scored his final England goal in 1938, back when footballs were leather, pitches were mud, and television was barely in homes. No one from Arsenal, not Ian Wright, not Theo Walcott, not even Thierry Henry, had ever surpassed Bastin's record for England. But Saka just did. And he did it in style. The kind of style that makes commentators lose their words and fans rise to their feet. And speaking of commentators, the reactions summed up the moment perfectly. England icon Stuart Pearce on TalkSport called it one of the best goals I've ever seen in this stadium. Think about that. From a man who's seen decades of Wembley brilliance. Former Luton captain Tom Lockyer said, "He cuts in on his left foot and from there into the top bins. You just don't save those. No, you don't. You just stand, you watch, and you admire footballing art." But that wasn't just about individual brilliance. England as a whole made history that night. By the 20-minute mark, the scoreline read 3-0. That's something the Three Lions haven't done since 1987, when they led Yugoslavia by the same margin. Nearly 4 decades later, this new-look England side showed what attacking football really looks like. Pace, precision, and pure belief. Morgan Rogers opened the floodgates, Watkins doubled it, and Saka put the game to bed with that rocket. The atmosphere. Electric. You could see it in the fans, hear it in the chants, and feel it in the rhythm of every pass. For Saka, it was his first England goal since the Euro 2024 quarter-final against Switzerland. A reminder that even when he goes quiet for a while, he always comes back with something special. Every time he wears that England shirt, he plays like a man who understands what it means. Pride, passion, and purpose. That's Bukayo Saka. And let's give credit where it's due. England manager Thomas Tuchel is crafting something exciting. No Chelsea, Liverpool, or Manchester United players in this lineup. Yet the squad looked fearless. That tells you everything about England's depth right now. A blend of young talent and hungry performers stepping up. Rogers proving his worth, Watkins fighting for his spot, and Saka leading by example. Even when star names like Bellingham and Kane are out, this team still shines. Now, for the Arsenal fans, what a moment of pride. To see your academy product, the golden boy you've watched grow from a shy teenager into one of Europe's most complete wingers, now breaking a record that stood for generations. It's emotional. Saka isn't just representing England. He's carrying Arsenal's legacy on his back every time he scores for his country. He's showing that Hale End doesn't just produce players, it produces icons. And beyond the numbers, that goal told a bigger story. It showed how much Saka has matured. Remember the heartbreak of the Euro 2020 final? He took that pain, turned it into power, and rose higher than ever. He's now one of the most reliable performers on the international stage. Consistent, fearless, and clutch when it matters most. That's not just talent. That's character. As the first half ended, England could have been 4 up. Watkins missed a sitter just before the break, but it didn't matter. The job was done. The statement was clear. England are evolving, and Saka is at the center of that evolution. The chemistry, the confidence, the collective hunger, it all feels like a new era is taking shape. So, what's next? For Saka, it's about building on this momentum. For England, it's about maintaining that ruthless efficiency. And for Arsenal fans, it's about celebrating a player who's not just breaking records, but inspiring the next generation to believe they can do the same. Bukayo Saka has just entered the history books. From the academy fields of London to the sacred turf of Wembley, he's shown that dreams do come true, if you have the courage, the discipline, and the heart to chase them. This has been Euro Goal Hub, and if you felt the goosebumps from that strike like we did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Where does Saka's goal rank among England's greatest? Because for me, it wasn't just a goal. It was a moment of destiny. Until next time, keep your eyes on the pitch and your passion for the game alive, because history is being written every match day, and we're here to bring it straight to you.